Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to my 31 Days of Horror in October, day 14. Today, we're going to be talking about The Super. The Super is a 2017 film which runs approximately 90 minutes and is directed by Stefan Rick. Now, this stars Patrick John Fluger as Phil Lodge, Val Kilmer as Walter, and Louisa Krause as Beverly. Now, this movie had a $2.3 million budget, and the worldwide gross was $19,513. Now, originally I thought this was going to be a remake, and I'll tell you why. I think about a year and a half ago, my buddy Brad, Bronco Joe Talks Movies, bought a movie called The Super, and he was encouraging people to see it because he really enjoyed it. So, it kind of has the same cover, too, in a way. But in talking with him, when I found this actually at the Dollar Tree, I asked him if it was a remake of the film that he was recommending to people. And he said no. So I was wrong. Yeah. But this is actually a very interesting film. The reason why I picked up the movie, of course, is because I thought it was a remake of the movie that he had suggested. But being wrong sometimes is a good thing because I got to experience this movie. This movie is about Phil Lodge. Phil Lodge is an ex-cop who walks away from the police department after they have a fire at their house, and his wife is killed in the fire. He takes his two daughters and goes to a high-rise building in order to get a job to become a super. And the good part about this job is it has housing built into it. It's not a very nice place. It's kind of like a dump in the basement, but at least it's some place for him and his family to live while he's making money. So, in this building, people start to turn up missing. Because it's such a big building, there's actually three supers in the building. You have the cop, the guy I was just telling you about, another guy who is married and kind of sleazy a little bit because he's always cheating on his wife and he has kids, but a fairly normal guy. And you have Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer looks like he's been there for way too many years. He kind of speaks in a very gruff tone, and he practices voodoo. So people start turning up missing in this building, and I'm gonna leave it there. This actually really surprised me. I gave this one a 7.5, and that is 7.5 bloody skulls. Not bleeding skulls like the other day. Yeah, bloody skulls. This one had a fair amount of gore. It had a really good storyline, and it does have a bit of a supernatural element, which I'm sure you guys could probably gather since I was talking about voodoo. But I don't know. It just it kind of has a gloomy sort of tone to the film that I really enjoyed. And the characters, all but, of course, Val Kilmer's, was very likable. Now, this is when Val Kilmer was, or still is, he actually can't talk now, from what I'm to understand, but he was suffering from throat cancer at the time. And from what I read, it was everything he could do to make the voice that of someone sort of sinister, if you get my meaning. I definitely recommend this movie. I got this from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not, and I think it's a gem. 7.5 on the first watch really isn't bad, so check this one out. And definitely stay tuned for day 15. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.